Well, hello Aurelia, this is Barbara Martinez and this is my assignment for Unit 5, Assignment 5B. So in this assignment, you asked us to make some reflections on a variety of topics. Well, in the first question, you asked us to deal with lesson planning and Pinterest suggestions in Chapter 8 and the relation between them. In this in this chapter, Pinter suggests teachers to teach our students to learn how to learn, and in this sense, students, Pinter states that are going to develop some strategies related to feelings, to cognition, and to some metacognitive skills. As teachers, we have to teach these skills to our students so they can be aware of how they are learning and what are they learning. And this awareness that students are going to develop through this series of activities have to be very well planned. And in this sense, I must say that planning is the first step one as a teacher have to deal with when deciding or before delivering a lesson, because we need to be really well organized and we have to be in control of what we are going to do during the lesson. So I believe that the relation between planning a lesson and Pinterest suggestions is just that we need to be really organized and to plan very carefully our activities. Each activity has to be very um, very well planned, so we can be successful in teaching our students what we want them to learn. As regards the second question that you asked us, um, related to the role of authentic listening material in a TBL lesson, well, the task-based learning is related to reality, to real situations, to real life. So that is why we need to offer our students authentic material when we are going to deal with this approach, because they need to uh, to listen to people dealing with the topic we are going to teach them, or the topic we are going to deal with in the tasks, um, in an authentic way. So I think that documentaries or maybe interviews are going to be good materials for them to work with in this kind of lessons. Then about clearing and teaching content and cultural communication and cognition through stories, I think that it is a very good idea, because through stories we can give our students the correct and yes, the correct context for them to start dealing with the content and with culture. So this frame is very helpful when dealing with young learners, with children. So I believe that it is very interesting to teach through stories. Besides, um, I believe that children would find um, the, the content and the language would be connected with this with the content and with language in a very natural way if we do it through stories. Besides, they love stories. Children really enjoy dealing with stories. And well, about Davis and Pierce's ideas about short-term planning and your question about if I agree or not with their views, I have to answer with a yes. I do agree with their ideas because when we plan in short terms, like in a daily basis or weekly, maybe, um, we we are able to give a variety of tools of activities to our students, and we are going to be able to plan with different strategies. So I think that in this way we are going to be able to cater with all our students' necessities and with all their different learning styles that we may find in the classroom. Besides, if we plan in this way, we are going to have, we are going to be able to have um, a balance between all what we have been teaching, and this is very important for us and for our children, for them not to be or to become bored or less motivated, maybe. As regards what Moon states in chapter 8, also in relation to planning, I found this chapter really interesting and useful because it deals with all the steps that we have to go through when planning. But what I found more useful uh, is the reflection task because we uh, before starting to plan, we need to think about many things, and this reflection, I believe it is important. It is the pre-step before uh, planning. So these reflection tasks are really helpful for me, and also to the again the reflection, but related to the process itself. It is very interesting, and it helps. Um, it helped me, and I think that the others too, um, to understand uh, the planning as a process, but not just a mechanical or systematical process. Um, it the what Moon state states in this chapter made me understand the process of planning as an active process in which, well, we, of course, teachers have to be really involved. And the last question was related to the naps. And, well, the approaches that I think that are favored in the naps as regards young children are the communicative approach mostly because in the way the that the naps were written, we can infer that communication is the most important thing. And also the approach of related to culture and communication, cognition, the CLIL approach. And I think that I think about this approach when I read the NAP because the NAPs also uh, tells us about interculturality and um, dealing with culture and dealing with contents related to other subjects uh, are well, the is the basis of the of CLI. And well, I also can say that we can see that the language awareness it's also favored because in the way they suggest us to teach the language. And well, Aurelia, that is all for now. I hope that you're okay, and well, see you soon.